Now, they start gathering up kind of the guys that can't continue. And they actually leave these guys that can't continue in a perimeter area. And then we're going back to the book. We slogged it out for another 2 or 3 hours of continuous hills, bogs, rocks, holes in the ground, everything that could possibly make you trip or get wet. On top of the bloody awful terrain, we had the rain, sleet, wind, and freezing climate to cope with. Exhausted and nearer the point of collapse, we came to the first man-made thing I'd seen, apart from the small houses at San Carlos. It was a barbed wire fence. There, right in the middle of nowhere, sat the fence, stretching far into the darkness on either side. Orders from above told us to rest up until first light. We had been marching for 15 hours across the worst terrain you could imagine. Steve and I attached our ponchos with bungees to the fence, and Skitty, Kev, and Johnny bashed up on the other side, creating a tent-like accommodation. That's like their term for making shelter. Yeah. We'd call it bivvy up, which is that's where we're going to sleep. They call it bashed up. We'd say bivvy up. Hey, we're going to bivvy up here. It rained hard for the remaining 4 hours of darkness. The wind blew the rain in on us as we all lay there trying to rest in the basher. But although we were exhausted, someone snoring soon broke into my thoughts, and outside around the basher little whispers could be heard and other voices shouting for silence. I closed my eyes, dreaming of a bath, clean sheets, and a letter from home. I didn't mind the rain as it hit my face. The chance to rest was welcome, and I eventually managed to sleep. I was awoken by a nudge from Skitty, who was already half-packed and ready to move. Steve and I crawled from our refuge and quietly packed our kit into our webbing. The rain and cold had shrunk the webbing so that it was difficult to fasten. Cold and numbness had us swearing out loud. We tabbed over more hills, through more bogs and marshes. My legs ached more than I had thought possible. Steve was, if anything, better than me with the weight. Every time I started to struggle with the GPMG, he took it without complaining. Carry that weapon he could. So, brutal march.